Welcome to Glowing Firewood. We are getting these logs moved right now. There we go. The guy who's been bringing logs have been helping me, and he's going to move some of these logs over so it's easier for me to split over there. Yes. So this guy has dropped off logs for me, and they started to get in the way of the road and whatnot, because this is actually a paper road. So he said, hey, I'm gonna bring my skid steer over and I'm gonna help you move some of these logs out of the way. So now that their logs are right here, I can just cut them into chunks and split them and put them right in my bunker. So this works out perfectly, and they're not in the street, so I can't get in trouble by the city saying, hey, you can't put logs here. So this works out perfectly, and he's not stacking them too much, so it's a lot easier for me to just cut them and chunk them. Ugh, almost tried to kill myself. Fell off a log. So the cool thing about this guy is I don't have to do all the work. He's doing it for me. He didn't have to, but he's doing it. And I'm grateful that he decided to say that he'll move all these logs for me, because then I don't have to move them. It'd be nice if I can get a little mini skid steer further down the road, but I'm looking at one. I haven't been able to get one yet, because that would definitely help in the wood yard. I thought he was going to grab that big log. Guess not. Next time. Probably wondering why in the world I'm videotaping him. I mean, he knows I do a YouTube channel, so. Wow, I was thinking that, oh, he didn't grab 2 logs. Oh, he did. That log might not, up. Yep, it knocked it off because that other branch knocked it over. Up. Sometimes it's like, do you have it enough to move? Or sometimes you just have to grab it again. I used to, when I did tree work, help with one of these, and some of these logs, they're just stubborn. They don't, you got to get them just right or it won't hold it. So I'm stopping and starting the video because he's right around my driveway where he has to get around. It's just so much easier to just stop recording and then hit the record button again, because he has to go around this section of trees. But I don't know if I want to keep recording or just leave it. So all this pile is easily accessible. So he's just moving this stuff out of the woods, the road, so it's a lot easier to process it. See what log is he gonna try to? He's trying to go for this section again. I'm just talking because there's nothing else to talk about. Ooh, that's a nice load. Couple of weird logs. Will any of them fall out? Try to move that one. That's always the challenge whenever I rode these is, are these logs going to come out? And then you got to put them in a dump trailer or something, and they're just annoying. Because when you're trying to put stuff like that in a dump trailer, they all got to be straight in order for you to be able to put it in there. If they're not straight, they won't go in the dump trailer right, and then they take up more space. So that's always a challenge. But I'm sure he's used to it by now. It's a couple pieces of like that one that's kind of teeter-tottering right there. That is a piece of pine, so I'll split that into my firewood bundles, and I'll use that for my camp firewood because a lot of people like the pine and it sells better that way. Other than that, I try not to have too much pine. Like there's a lot of oak, there's probably some sweet gum it looks like in that pile, but so there in this pile here there is a couple pieces of pine, which a couple pieces I'm not worried about. There's actually a big piece of gnarly cherry right there. I have some people that have asked for cherry, so when I get cherry I try to save it for them just because he likes cherry. But unless somebody like says they want a Pacific wood and it's a regular customer, I won't set it aside, I won't save it for them. It just gets mixed because I don't have the time to sit there and separate firewood. I don't have that much space either. Some people, they separate every different species of firewood, but I do not. Most of my firewood I get is oak, so there's no point in separating it. The only ones I'll separate is pine and cedar, the sappy wood. All the hardwood, I just sell it as is. Oh well. Forgot a little bit of loads. There you go. There it is, he goes. Gonna try to go for this big piece right there. So the downside of getting free firewood is you are going to be getting the big giant pieces, the really weird pieces, like all this pile over here. They're just annoying logs, but you're going to get them. So I just slowly work at them when I have logs like that. But that's what you get when you get free logs. That's the downside. I wish I had like a drone. I mean, I do have a drone, but my drone, I didn't charge the battery, so I can't just let it fly up here and just track. Like I could tell it just track the skid steer and it will track the skid steer, but I don't. Log might shift a little bit. You can put them over there too. Hopefully this pile that I'm standing on don't shift. Yeah. So that one's a real rotted wood, so we're just gonna go dump that in the woods back here, just cause it's not worth doing anything with. So that's what he's doing with a couple of the logs. It's just not even worth cutting it. It's just dirt almost, so he's just finding a spot in the woods and he'll just dump it there. Yeah, so the goal is, like, if there's wood on the side, which this technically isn't really my property, but it doesn't, that's a couple logs here and a couple logs there is nothing. But I try to keep this road clear so a vehicle can go down. So he's probably gonna grab a couple more of these logs here and then just move them over there, and that should be plenty. So then you don't have to worry about cars not being able to go through. Plus it's getting to hunting season. People go in them woods and they hunt. So I want to make sure that they can bring their vehicles safely over there so they don't have to walk. So coming back out of the woods. That's logs like that, but what are you going to do with it? Just let it rot. So there you go. Alright, I actually want to pause right here real quick because I actually have a sponsor, my first sponsor. So today's video is actually sponsored by Circle. It's a water bottle. They give you a water bottle and it has little different flavors you stick in the top, and it actually supposedly tastes like that flavor. So I'm going to show you some of the products that they sent me, and we're going to give it a try, I guess. Alright, so I got the water bottle here, and it comes with, the bottle had 2 different flavors, and it comes with blueberry. These are the ones they sent me. It was berry blue punch, blackberry, blueberry, honey apple, strawberry kiwi, fruit punch, raspberry tea, peach tea, and sweet tea. So I'm going to open a couple of these up and give them a try and see what they taste like. So I put some just regular water in here. So I'm going to open a couple of these up and try them and see what they taste like. So the first one I'm going to try, this one is blackberry blueberry, and you can actually, forgot where my camera is, you can adjust this. I don't know if I can do it one-handed, and if this top actually moves, it has different levels that you can do from 1 to 9, and they're all different flavors. So I'm going to put this in and try this one, see what this one tastes like. Alright, so I got the Life Sip. I got the blackberry, blueberry. A lot of these weird flavors, I don't know how they taste. So I'm going to try this one out of 1 and see if I like this one. Hopefully there's other flavors that like the teas and stuff I like if I don't like this one. Alright, it's at 1. I don't taste anything. Alright, I'm just going to jump to a 4. Tastes like sugar. I don't like that kind. That kind tastes weird. So I'm going to unscrew this one. That one tastes really weird. I'm going to try a sweet tea. Let's try a 1. It's hard to do this one-handed. Tastes like water. Hold on. Alright, let's do 5. So this is sweet tea. Tastes like sweet tea. Let me try one more. I think I'm going to try, hold on. I'm going to try, I think this is honey crisp apple. So this is honey crisp apple. One just tastes like water. So I'm going to turn this dial to a 5. That one tastes like sugar too. So I guess you would have to pick what ones you want. I tried a tea. The tea actually tasted pretty good to me. More tasted like water than tea. But you can definitely taste the flavors in these. So if you would like to check it out, you can go check out Circle. I think they're doing a discount right now of like 25% off or something. I don't remember exactly. They didn't send me anything, but I know I've seen something. So if you want to try Circle out and give Circle a try, go to Circle and go check them out. That all tastes like just sugar, pure sugar. So thank you, Circle, for sponsoring this video, and back to the video.